Veterinarians are dying by suicide at twice the rate of the general population, according to the CDC. 6 on Your Side's McKenna King joins us live in studio with more on what a local veterinarian hospital is doing to help.
WestVet Veterinary Clinic in Garden City is the first and only clinic in Idaho to bring on a social worker as part of their staff. Their goal with that social worker is to help pet owners and also help those helping our furry friends.
I think that pet loss and feelings around, diagnoses that we have with our animals, sometimes there's a stigma around that.
And Nicole and the WestVet team are trying to break that stigma, normalizing feelings of grief for pet owners, but also for the veterinary staff.
Oftentimes the work is really can become your life.
In the past, it was just you worked hard, you did the work. Yeah, it was hard work, but you just kind of sucked it up.
With that came a lack of self-care and a spike in suicide rates among veterinarians.
We haven't, until lately, talked about compassion fatigue and self-care.
Nicole says veterinarians are said to experience death at a higher rate than human doctors because the lifespan of animals is generally shorter, and following the death or even a bad diagnosis of an animal, veterinarians are then expected to console the pet owner.
Veterinary healthcare professionals really try to be there for these individuals,
often resulting in feelings of grief settling upon the veterinary staff as well.
We really felt the need to be proactive about this issue.
That's when they brought Nicole on. Oftentimes she'll sit in the room with staff and pet owners when they're dealing with a difficult scenario.
A lot of times we'll leave the room and I'll say, hey, how did that feel for you? Let's talk about that. How are you taking care of yourself?
She's not looking to be a person's full-time social worker, but she does provide someone to talk to in the moment, and she's always ready to provide information on counseling resources and articles to help either veterinary staff or pet owners. If you or someone you know is struggling with the loss of a pet, Nicole wants to emphasize that the feelings are normal and they should be addressed. She highly recommends seeing a counselor for these issues.
So McKenna, the social worker is there to help the staff, but also the owners who come into their office, right?
Exactly. So she's there 1 day a week and they're trying to expand that. But if an owner gets a bad diagnosis or has to euthanize a pet or something like that, then she's there to provide, those resources and names of counselors and things like that.
Makes sense.